Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Ask the Expert. And we're so happy to have you here. I'm Patty Farmer, my co-host, Teresa Ream, and we want to share another expert with you. But again, remember, I said share. That means that we want to share her, and we want to share the valuable information that she's going to share with you. So you don't want to keep it a secret. You want to make sure that you connect with her. You want to make sure that you really listen and like, what could I take away from what she's saying and kind of implement it in your life and or your business, right? Because it's all about taking action, right? So pay attention to the expertise she's going to share it with your network. Your colleagues will thank you. So will your family and friends. And so Teresa's going to share with you a little bit about her right now.
Thank you, Patty. Today we will be talking about simplifying your life with simple solutions, MarianTaylor. Marian is a success-driven entrepreneur, founder of Simple Solutions for Living, and the creator of the Marian Way. Her mission is to support her clients in living a simple and beautiful lifestyle. As a professional downsizer and relocation specialist for the 10 plus years, Marian knows firsthand as to what it takes to help her clients let go of their excess. With her time-tested tools, tips, and solutions to make your life easier so that you can spend more time doing what you love. Marian also a good food ambassador and offers her clients gluten-free and clean mealtime solutions. She shares simple meals, wellness, home decor, finance, and beauty solutions, the Marian Way. Welcome, Marian. So happy to have you on our show.
Well, hello. It's so great to be here. Thank you for having me.
I have to tell you, just unpacking all that, I mean, like, what a great fit the things that you do really are. And I have to tell you, I feel out of my comfort zone because, you know, listening to you talk about how you help people to downsize, and Teresa has told me that she's kind of a minimalist, and I'm like neither of those. I'm like neither of those. And so I feel like, oh, I'm so excited to tap into both of you. But like, I have to say that when I did this last move, after I added it up, paying $8,000, having my things in storage, and then when we got it over here and unpacking all that, like I almost hate to admit it, 17 of those big, huge, bright yellow lids that you get at Lowe's, containers of boots that were all brand new, 17 of them.
Wow.
17 of them. And I was like, how in the world did I acquire that? But then I had to realize that my husband and I went through this thing where we moved from Las Vegas to Dallas, from Dallas to another place in Dallas, to Albuquerque, to back in Dallas. And so we had moved and we had stuff in storage. So I just bought more stuff. And I have to tell you, once I unpacked it into my house, it was super, super stressful. So I finally went through all that stuff and said, okay, this is how much I'm going to allow myself to keep. And even though it was hard to get rid of it, it's so freeing now to not have to spend so much time making choices. So I have to tell you that I'm so excited to hear what you have to say, Marian. I really, really do. I'm so excited.
I love it when you're excited, Patty.
Yes. So with that said, we'll just jump right in with that. So with those things, right, the Marian Way and the simple solutions, I really do want to know the question, but I'm going to ask a question that I just thought of. How did you come about with, like, how did those two things happen? Which one was first? Just briefly, could you just share with us, like, which one was first, how it led to the other one? Because was the downsizer and then like the Marian Way, it kind of sounds like, that's kind of food, right? Really, and stuff. And this is kind of more like downsizing other stuff. So I don't know if that started in the kitchen, in the pantry, like, how do those two things marry each other?
Oh, good question.
Wow, that is a great question. So what happened first was I lost my corporate job to them downsizing. So when my corporation downsized and restructured, I was let go. So having two kids heading to college, it was like, oh no, now I finally get to decide what I want to do when I grow up. So at the same time, Katrina hit. So I decided to go down to Biloxi, Mississippi to be a Katrina relief volunteer.
Oh.
So I went down there, and you always go down thinking you're going to help others, but what happens when you do any kind of mission trip, it changes you for the rest of your life. And that's what happened first to me is I realized through that destruction, and Teresa, you go through that kind of every day, seeing disasters, you realize what you really can live without. So the first thing I did when I got home is I stripped my house, and my kids thought I lost my mind because we had too much stuff. So at the same time that happened, I had 7 relatives and friends lose spouses or family members. And they too were going through, what do I do with all this excess? So I learned real quickly, hands-on, how to help people pare down, downsize, go from a smaller to a smaller living space, and in a short amount of time. So at the same time I did all that, a friend of mine was working in a senior living community. And she said, I have all these seniors that want to move in and they don't know where to start. You're not working. Can you help them? I'm like, oh, well, I just experienced that 7 times. I'll try it. She goes, this would be a great business. I said, you know what? I'm just going to stick my toe in the water because I always have to jump in head first. I said, I'm going to try it. And I tried it. It's been 10 years now.
Wow, I love the way heartache and destruction and a mission really led to manifesting, obviously, something where you obviously love it or you wouldn't be doing it for 10 years, but you're actually really, really good at it. It used your gifts. And we all know God gives us gifts and he doesn't give them to us to keep them to ourselves, right? So what an amazing, amazing story. I didn't know that was going to be your answer. What an amazing,
I have goosebumps.
Right. I mean, what an amazing story, how wanting to serve others and others and others really came back around to you being able to have these businesses. That gives me goosebumps too. That is probably one of the most inspiring stories I've heard.
And, every day, so my simple solutions for living is my senior downsizing. We not only downsize and we help them go through their home that they've lived in for 50 years. We pack them, we help them sort, we pack them, we move them into their new smaller location, and we unpack in a day, put it all away, hang the pictures, fill the cupboards, fill the fridge. And we do it every day. And every day, I think, how could I ever not do this? As I was going through that whole beginning, I kept, asking, what is my purpose? What is my passion? I knew my passion was people because I come from the cosmetic industry. So I was always helping people in that industry, but I was always searching for my purpose. And I actually had a talk with a coach, and I said, how can I, if I charge the seniors, I would feel guilty for charging a fee because I loved what I do and I didn't want to make it a job.
That's a struggle a lot of women have right there, what you're saying. That's a struggle.
So she opened my eyes and said, but if you can charge a fee, look how many other people you can help, because then you can decide who you want to bless along the way. And that's the biggest part of that is we get to bless all the charities in town that goes along with the stuff that we are helping people remove the excess from. The linens we get to donate to the animal shelter. The furniture we get to, give to families. We have people in town where their kids are sleeping on the floor. So we get to help we just get to spread it all over town. So
I mean, think of all the different things though. I mean, people have their house burned down, they lose everything. I mean, there's so many. I mean, think of the women who have had some type of domestic abuse and they have to get out. They don't get to take anything with them. You know, I mean, there's a lot of things. And my marketing hat was on while I was listening. My heart was like so touched, and then my marketing hat was on too. And I'm thinking, wow, there's so many divisions of that. I know you have a lot of businesses, but in my head, I'm thinking about, well, what about when people get married and now they're bringing 2 sets of everything to a house? And now, like, how do they do that? And what about when you get divorced and, you know, when you're kind of starting another chapter, you're like, you don't need to be having all that stuff come with you. I mean, there's just so much opportunity for the ways that you can serve.
So that's actually how the Marian Way got created.
Oh, okay.
Because I can help broaden that. And that came from actually just the past year. I've been able to narrow down all my businesses under one umbrella called the Marian Way. And I can help people do a DIY, do it yourself, you know, just giving a helping hand, you know, and now we can do it on Zoom or and the Marian Way has tips and more tools kind of thing to help you. And the Marian Way philosophy is to not only help you to remove the excess that's holding you back and clogging your life, but to only use what you have, what you need on a daily basis in your space. And then everything else can be put somewhere else.
Yes, I love that.
I love that.
I love
know we and Teresa were like, oh my gosh, I love that on so many levels.
She puts it away in such beautiful ways. I love the boxes. You know, get these beautiful boxes, put your things. And so I've done that since I've had my consultation with you. And my drawer that I keep all my hair products in, I'll go into these beautiful boxes. So when I open up my drawers, it's not like the hair dryers and all the weird cords and stuff. It's really amazing. Yeah, it's really.
I should have brought my box with me. I have a box back here, but it's not full. So the box system. So I'm always looking for ways to simplify a job that you do on a daily basis. And one of them was opening, closing all those cosmetic things and making a mess out of your bathroom counter. And so I always want to make something more compartmentalized, but beautiful.
My hubby's going to love you right now because he hates how much space I take on the bathroom counter.
So I developed this box system back here, and I only have what I need for the day in there. So, you know, women, we have lots of different lipsticks, lots of different eyeshadows, but we wear the same thing all the time.
Right.
You know, and I'm always looking for ways to, one, make your life less stressful, because now you're not going to be digging in a drawer looking for that favorite lipstick. Two, get you out of the house as fast as possible, because I don't know about you, but my mornings can go to chaos pretty quick. And I'm always, you know, trying to get my makeup on as fast as I can so I can dash out the door. So everything that you need and you use every single day, not your fancy party makeup, not your special occasion things, only what you use daily is in that box. So what you can do is you open the box, you take everything out first. Then you start with your foundation, your blush, your eyeshadow, your lipstick. And as you're doing it, you're putting it back in the box. So when you're finished with your makeup, your counter's cleaned off.
Yes, that's perfect.
That's awesome.
You do that with
your hair.
You do that with a bag too. Can you tell us about your Marian Way bag? That just fascinates me.
I do. So I actually brought that one with me.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Also, you know, we're always dashing out the door. So I believe that, so for tonight, before you go to bed, you're going to fill your, I call it the come and go bag. This is your organizing system for tomorrow. So everything I need to go to work tomorrow or for the day is in this bag. So I actually, this is what I pack for today. So
Oh, I love it.
I have my water bottle. It's in here. I have a busy day today, so I threw in a healthy snack. I have my planner. I'm going to the bank, so I have my bank envelope, and I'm also going to the post office, so I have a package to send. So I'm ready to go out the door, and I did this last night because the phone starts ringing in the morning. I'm trying to get dressed. I'm trying to get out the door, and I know that everything is in here for my day. And then and the reason I developed that was because I don't know about you, but constantly I would get in the car, I drive down the driveway, I get halfway down this street, I'm like, oh, I forgot this. And I turn around, I go back in the driveway, go back in now I've wasted 10 more minutes of my morning. So that helps me save my time and my frustration. That's my little organizing thing.
That's
So
perfect.
I so love it because every time I come in, I take my sunglasses off because my puppies want their treat, blah, blah, blah. And I set it on the thing. And I have to tell you, 80% of the time I get to my car and go, oh, I forgot my sunglasses. And I got to go back in and get them.
Yep, I have sunglasses in there. I put my gloves in there. That's another thing I forget, or my gloves. I usually put my keys in there because I don't know how many times you run, or your phone, you're running around looking for all that stuff, trying to get out the door. So that's why I developed the come and go. And what is even great is now when I get home tonight, all those errands that I ran along today, it's all going in there, and I can carry that out of my car, back in the house, and then my front seat isn't a disaster.
Oh my gosh, so simple. I love it. And not only that, but I'm thinking to myself, why have I never already done that? Like, like that is
because it's simple. Yes, and
it's simple as a solution, and I love it. Oh my gosh, I've learned so much. We haven't even asked her any of the questions yet. Okay, so here we go.
Yeah, I need a whole show.
Oh, and we love it. I need a whole phone call with you. So what is that? This might also kind of be funny that I'm asking this question. What's the one thing that differentiates you from everybody else in your industry? And I guess for you, since you do so many, like pick one. Like what makes you different? Well, I feel like I could almost answer it for you.
So we'll stay on the Marian way, or the simple solutions for living. So I don't consider myself an organizer, because to be an organized person, you have to first remove the excess. So I'm more of a, I guess, downsizer, but I'm very compassionate about understanding things that bring you joy, even and emotional things. A lot of people have a lot of emotional attachment to stuff. So because I'm working with people every day that are dealing with that, I have more of an understanding about stuff, so that, I don't make you throw everything out, but I'm very conscientious about things that you need, things that bring you joy in your life, but also things that help you not be so overwhelmed or living in chaos.
I love that. I thought I was actually fairly organized, because I feel like every night before I go to bed, I choose what I'm going to wear the next day. And in my big walk-in closet on the wall, right before you walk out the door, my husband built me this earring organizer. It's got like chicken wire on it and all of them on there. So when I walk there, when I get my clothes, I walk by, I pick up what the jewelry is going to be so I can hold it up and match the colors, whatever. I pick up the jewelry. Here's my shoe thing. I pick up my shoes. So I already know everything I'm going to wear. So in the morning, I'm not having to do that. But you just took that to the next level for me. Like, I am super excited, because I need that time to save, because all those other things you just said is where I'm running around getting all that stuff. So you just gave me at least a half an hour back of my life. So I love it.
Well, you're going to have to go to the home, where is that? The home store, and get those beautiful boxes that now, Patty. that she was talking about that you can put your things in.
Well, I love that she's
Well,
got this leopard print one behind her, and you know how much I love leopard print. So
oh, you do.
And you can get that one's not leopard, but you can get this on the Marian Way website.
oh, even better.
I didn't know that.
You sell the boxes too,
And the purses.
and the bag. Oh, I
And
love
And the
that
water
bag.
bottles.
the water bottles.
Water
They're all
bottles.
on the MarianWay.com.
MarianWay.com. We got that.
Remember
and Marian
that.
is with an
audience.
A, not an O. So
Yes.
Right.
Oh, well,
I have to say that because I always have to say Patty with a Y, not an I.
I'll move into your next question.
And Teresa has to say Teresa with an H.
Yes, I do. Marian, what is the question you get asked most from your clients or even your prospective clients?
That is a great question. Wow. Well, a lot of them want to know if they what to do with the stuff they want to get rid of.
Mm, mm.
You know, things have changed a lot. COVID has kind of also changed the donation areas. Places are full. So I'm all about repurposing. Like if you look behind me, this is an old, I tore out this closet and put a dresser in it. So this is I'm in my office, but this is my storage area, but in the drawers is my gift wrap center. I'm all about repurposing. And then I had a shelf hung on the wall for my supplies and stuff. So, you know, you don't always have to throw things out. You might just want to repurpose it and find another way to use it. Like I said, there's many charities that people are hurting right now that you can always give. And a lot of people sometimes they don't want to give away their stuff.
Yes.
But I always tell them, look how many other people you can bless. So
I kind of get that. I found for me that a lot of times when I was getting rid of my stuff, people would tell me, well, you could just sell it. Like there's so many different places to sell it.
That's so
But I
hard for
actually,
me.
yeah, I just found for me, like, you know, if I had a purse, we'll just say, and I spent say $150 for it, I don't want to get into a conversation with somebody that says, oh, I'll give you $20. And then I get caught up in the, oh, I spent $150 stuff. I'd rather give it to somebody and feel good that maybe somebody has never had you know what I mean? Like, I just feel better. I feel better giving than trying to sit there and feel like I have to negotiate price. Like, I don't want to do that.
I love
I just want to give it away.
Yes, and that makes you feel good. It makes it easier. We give a lot of away to women's shelters because in Monterey, there's places where they have their own little apartments that they set them up with and stuff. And so they go in and they have nothing. And so with us, we end up with a lot of furniture and different things from the disaster restoration side of our business. And that really makes it rewarding.
That's so nice, Teresa. I love that. That is really a beautiful thing. Oh, I am loving this show so much. So Marian, with all of those things, do you have something new that you're working on, or maybe like an extension of one of these things, or just, you know, how can we serve and support you? Uh-oh, she's lifting up something
going on.
There's a drum roll.
Well, this is another box system for your office. I won't go into that because we probably don't have time, but I am working on, where are they? I put them in here. I got my box backwards. That's why I can't read my tabs. I am working on a new project. Oh my gosh.
Nobody's ever whipped out their file cabinet here.
I know, right?
It's called the Marian Way Solution Cards.
Ooh.
So it would help you. Example, I have your morning solution already ready for you. I have your evening solution, you know, your to-do list.
This is that sneak peek that I saw on social this morning where you were like sneak peeking. Oh, looky this, we're in the know.
So I have morning, evening, I have every day of the week. I have what you need to do every month. as well as I just sent the seasonal cards off to the printer. So, and you know, like I always empty out my refrigerator, clean out my refrigerator the day before the trash comes. So your trash day, mine is on a Monday, so I get to clean out my refrigerator on Sunday. And that might, if that is on the card, then you might want to change it. So on the back, I put lines that you can make your own list.
Nice.
Yeah.
I want to be your first customer.
I'm
Okay.
thinking I
Hot
want
off
to
the
be,
press, you
I
send
want
them
one
to
of
me.
those too. That's
I
amazing.
have your address, Teresa. I would definitely gift you one. And Patty, I'll send you a copy along the way so that you girls can be my first.
Oh, well, we'll take pictures and we'll put them on social. for
Yes.
sure.
Oh, it'd be so fun.
Oh, so
I
fun.
love it.
Love, love, love.
Thank you. It
So,
is fun.
Yes.
Who could we introduce you to that would move the needle or be a game changer in your business in the next 30 days?
So I also write an article in our local senior newspaper. I have a column, a monthly column. So I am looking to be a guest writer for a magazine or
This is
Talking to
marvelous.
the right person here, that's for sure.
podcast, any, social media is still kind of new to me because I am a grandmother of 3. I turned 64 this year.
I'm a grandmother of 13, so I gotcha.
Oh my gosh.
And she's only 35.
That's right. No, I love that. Did you know, Marian, that I publish a magazine? Did you know I publish a magazine?
No.
I publish a magazine. We have like 160,000 subscribers to the magazine.
Goodness.
And Teresa has a column in the magazine.
Yes, we put it on social. I'll run it again.
Yeah, we do. We'll share it with you. We'll have to on our call. I meant if you could write an article about this so much, we could definitely be talking about that.
I write every month.
Love it. This is a beautiful thing. So I love it. So Marian, what social media platform, I know you're saying that, social media, whatever, but is there a platform where you're the most active? So the people who are listening here, that they would know where they should go to connect with you?
So I am most active on Facebook and it's called the Marian Way. There's the Marian Way group, and then there's the Marian Way page. So I'm there. I'm also on Instagram, and I'm also on LinkedIn. So I am on all
beautiful. Yeah. And you already told us, so it's MarianTaylor.com is your website? The Marian Way.
The Marian Way.
Is it it has the in it, or themarianway.com? Okay. Beautiful. I love that so much. I have to tell you, Marian, I appreciate you sharing with us. And for those out there, here's what you may not also know, is that when we go live and we post it in the group, please feel free she already answered so many questions I didn't even know I had, which is always wonderful, right? Put your questions in there, and I'm sure Marian would be more than happy to answer them for you, right, Marian?
Absolutely. I am always looking for ways to simplify people's lives.
Love that. So thank you so much, Marian, for being a guest on the show and sharing your zone of genius so brilliantly. And to our audience, thank you for joining us on the Ask the Expert show. And if you enjoyed today's show, and I am absolutely sure you did, please don't keep us a secret. Share us with your network. Believe me when I say your colleagues, friends, and family will thank you for sure. So Teresa, you have an invitation for them as well.
Thank you, Patty. And Marian, that was a great interview. Thank you so much. We would like to invite you to join us on our Facebook group and connect with our guest, with Patty and I, and the other amazing women that are part of the Professional Women's Network of the Monterey Peninsula, known as PWN, and now includes members locally, nationally, and internationally too. And we would love to have you join us and share your expertise with our audiences. Go to www.facebook.com/groups/PWN Monterey.
Perfect. We're looking forward to meeting you. Again, thank you so much, Marian. This was absolutely fabulous. Teresa, it's always great being on the show here with you. Thank you for being the most amazing co-host. We'll see you all out there next week. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you both.